Okay, I'm going to go and record another video for Draw Muhammad Day 2. Alright, I talked about how I feel about what I think about Draw Muhammad Day last time in the previous video, which wasn't very interesting, I granted. This one might be a little better. I didn't just draw a stick figure this time, I drew a little scene. And it helps to illustrate, I think, the something that I think every religious person, Muslims included, should consider. If you think that something paranormal happened, and that was the origin of your religion, in the case of Islam, if you think that someone really did see an angel or something that looked like an angel, a winged figure or what have you, something that wasn't human, and that they gave you a book, and the book was just astounding. If you really think that it contains scientific truths that nobody could have, and no human being had at the time, well, just for the sake of argument, let's grant that that's true. The fact is that there are many, many other explanations we can think of apart from the creator of the universe being responsible. Let me just zoom in a bit here on this little scene. Here I have a wizard. He says, "Hi, I'm Abdul the Wizard. I'm going to use my magic powers to fool Muhammad. I wonder if he will be able to tell the difference between my powers and the powers of the creator of the universe." And there he's casting a spell and creating an illusion of some image that claims to be the angel Gabriel, who says, "Recite." And he's handing Muhammad the Quran. And Muhammad says, "Wow, I don't understand this. That means you must have been sent by the creator of the universe." This is just one, it's just version 2, I might say, which isn't to say that others haven't come up with things like this before too. But this is just one version of how Islam might have begun, even assuming, which we shouldn't assume, because there's nothing to explain here, really, nothing that requires any kind of paranormal explanation anyway. But even supposing that the Quran had lots of just information about the universe that people in the 7th century wouldn't have had, even assuming that were true, and that's very dubious, even assuming furthermore that Muhammad really had the experience that he claimed that he had, or the experiences he claimed that he had, even supposing some of the later stories of Muhammad, I guess, actually have miracles that he performed publicly, even assuming those are true, why jump to the conclusion that the creator of the universe is responsible? You have no justification for that. Just as Christians have no justification in assuming that the creator of the universe would have been responsible for someone rising from the dead or walking on water. Just as Christians, Jews, and Muslims would have no reason to assume that the creator of the universe was responsible for a pillar of fire in the sky, or the Ark of the Covenant killing somebody when they touched it. Let's not make unwarranted assumptions on the basis of the mythology that we've been raised to believe. Just because something strange happens, that doesn't mean that your explanation for it, the explanation of your culture or your parents, is more plausible than any other crazy explanation we might come up with. I'd encourage everyone to look into cargo cults, kind of for an illustration of this principle. Anyway, or this phenomenon, where you have primitive people who've, relatively primitive people, who've never seen Western technology before. They encounter it for the first time, and they understand it in terms of their mythology. Again, I don't think there's anything strange or paranormal to explain here in reality. But even if there is, again, don't jump to the conclusion that you're dealing with, of all things, the creator of the universe. You have to consider wizards, aliens, jinn, Harry Potter, anything that you might imagine or anything you haven't imagined. It's, you have no reason, once again, to jump to the creator of the universe conclusion. Well, that's it for what it's worth. Peace to all.